So one of the first students I worked with, he has really long curly hair, but he has a trauma history about hair cutting and people touching the back of his head. So it was pretty common that his hair would grow out and he would get long curly mats to the point where then they would have to kind of hold him in order to be able to cut or shave his head every few months. So the teacher and I wanted to work together to find a way to get him to tolerate, grooming, brushing his hair cutting, all of those things. So we got really creative. So we started out with just some basic scissor skills. So we were cutting paper, cutting string, and then we kind of, after some discussions, decided that he would probably do best if we could try and get him to cut his own hair. So we started with her, and she had her long hair down. I would pull part of it up, and we would practice just by snipping the back of her hair a little bit every day just to get, kind of the feel for what that was like. So then the next step is, because he had curly hair, we wanted to practice with the curly hair. So I acquired a wig that had similar curls to his, and I would go in the classroom, I would put it on my head, I would show him me snipping some of the curls that was on my head, and then he would get the scissors and he would take his turn snipping. These sessions were usually only taking about 20 minutes. And then we got to the point where our next big step was to actually have him snip his own hair. One day we sat down and we said, all right, buddy, here's the deal. We have real scissors. I showed him that they snipped on my hair as well. And I was like, you just have to give us one little bit of a snip, put the hair in this little bowl so that we can see it. And then you can have this mac and cheese, which is, again, something he doesn't get very often. So we sat there for an hour with him that day. We're like, you can do it. We're really proud of you. He kept holding the scissors, looking at his hair, looking at the bowl of mac and cheese, looking at us, mac and cheese, mac and cheese. And we were just giving him all the praise in the world. And then finally he grabbed his hair, took that tiny little snip of 3 little pieces of hair, put it in the bowl, and the classroom just had the biggest party ever. We were so incredibly proud of him. He snipped his hair, he ate his mac and cheese. It was amazing. From the first time we started working on any sort of hair tolerance to the first snip was probably close to a year. He's been doing such a great job tolerating any sort of hair care with people, which has been awesome. It's so wonderful to be a part of a first. It's part of why I love this job. I think these students have really awesome capabilities and are really smart and clever, and they have all of these awesome things to share, and it's just kind of meeting them where they're at and helping them do things that they want to do to succeed. So giving them an opportunity to express that and, participate in the world is so much fun. And it's honestly such a joy to come to work here.